Jamil's Clever Cat, a folktale from Bengal, rewritten by Fiona French with Dick Newby. Jamil the Weaver lived on the poor side of town.
That's Jamil.
I know, with his beard.
Yep.
He had a cat called Sardul, a very clever cat. Each night...
Cat.
Stripy one.
Stripy cat.
Each night, while Jamil was asleep, Sardul wove material for his master to make into tunics and saris.
I reckon that's the weaving machine there. Look.
That's really clever, actually, for a cat to do that.
It is.
Don't want to get his paws caught in that, does he?
No, not really.
Yeah. One morning, Jamil sighed and said,
Oh, Sardul, if only I could marry the princess who lives in the palace, then you and I would not have to work our fingers and paws to the bone, and I would be a very happy man.
Sardul thought for a minute. Then he said, Give me the best waistcoat and the most beautiful sari we have made, master, and I will make your dream come true.
You did a bit of ad-libbing then, because there weren't no up there.
Well, you know, if I was a cat, I'd be going,
That's the beautiful waistcoat there, look.
I think it is quite a nice one, isn't it?
Yeah.
I like a bit of stripe.
Yeah.
Might clash with his stripes, though.
Well, they stand out because they're different colours.
Yeah. Clash.
That's a jumper that doesn't quite fit properly there, look. The one's half so low than the other.
I don't think it's sewed together properly yet. I think it will be. It'll be fine once it's finished. Anyway, Sardul leapt silently over the roofs of the city, carrying the sari and waistcoat on his back. Looking down...
That's it, carrying on his back. Go on, carry on.
Okay.
Just looking out the waistcoat on his back.
Looking down, he saw the princess...
There's a lot of looking down.
That's because you keep interrupting me.
I'm not. Carry on.
Looking down, he saw the princess in the palace garden, wearing her lovely, lovely, lovely sari.
Purple.
Yeah, and a bit of pink.
Yeah, because she's a girl.
It's not just a girl's colour, you know.
No.
Real men wear pink. Putting on the waistcoat, Sardul sauntered into the garden and bowed low, spreading out the sari. How beautiful! Exclaimed the princess. Sardul bowed even lower. My master is the richest man in the world, he said. This is a small token of his esteem.
That's a nice orange sari.
Love the orange.
Yeah.
As you know.
Yeah, favourite colour.
New car.
Yeah, that's what colour your car is.
Absolutely. The princess was so flattered she took Sardul to meet her parents.
Such a generous gift,
said the Rajah.
Would your master like to marry our daughter?
I think he's selling her off a bit cheap there, don't you? Okay.
Yeah, well, money's increased in value over the years.
Okay.
Yeah, saris were worth a lot more in them days.
Fair enough. I think she would do very nicely, answered Sardul, and taking his leave, he went back to Jamil the Weaver.
She kept the sari, though.
We'll be rich, purred the cat. The princess is eager to marry you. We must make you the finest wedding clothes ever seen. They worked all night and all day, and all the next night and day too.
Sewing all the bits of cloth together there.
I know. Looks like it might be quite pretty. When Jamil tried on the clothes, he looked like a prince. Then Sardul invited some guests to the wedding.
Ooh.
Oh, your favourite.
Oh, look at the guests.
He went out into the forest and gathered a wild chorus of creatures. A roaring of tigers. A chattering of monkeys. A trumpeting of elephants. Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh, a bit disappointing there. Yeah? What a noise they made on their way to the palace. That's a bit better. The animals hid among the trees in the palace garden, and the Rajah thought the noise was coming from 1,000 people.
We would be most honoured to meet the prince,
the Rajah said.
But we have no room for all his retinue.
So Jamil and his cat went into the palace alone.
They're all hiding in the garden though, sitting behind all the trees.
That's because they're not people, they're
That must be a big tree. They've got an elephant behind it, hidden behind it.
Yeah, a really big tree.
Yeah. That's the Raja.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's got that
Yeah.
coat on there. Yeah.
Super special coat.
Yep.
Wedding clothes. Next day, Jamil married the princess. He looked so rich and handsome, but in truth, he was still Jamil the weaver. At their wedding feast, he looked up at the ceiling and said,
What's a good place to build a loom? Those beams are just the right height. Well, you had it.
Okay. How strange, thought the princess. He seems to know more about weaving than ruling a country. Sardol said quickly, we must go. It's time for my master to welcome you to his house.
Oh, what's she got there?
Bit of fruit.
Yeah. What do you think that is? Passion fruit.
Could be. Pomegranate.
Oh, it could be a pomegranate. Yeah.
Who knows? When the princess saw her new home and Jamil confessed who he really was, she was shocked.
Huh.
But not for long. She loved Jamil the weaver as much as Jamil the prince. And so she became a weaver's wife. She was good at weaving too, after some practice. At the market, everyone wanted to buy her beautiful cloth.
She's demonstrating some there. Look. Got
Orange
two different
again.
outfits on.
Orange.
Yeah. Babe, that's good colour.
Soon she could afford to hire helpers, and she and Jamil became rich. They built a fine new house, and other weavers built homes around them. They all worked on the best looms money could buy.
Got a bit of a factory going there. Look, there's loads of them. There's rolls of cloth, more weavers, all sewing the stuff together.
Absolutely. When the Raja and Rani came to visit, they found the streets covered in silk and were met by cheering crowds. Jamil and his wife welcomed them into their home. Did I not tell you the truth? Said Jamil's clever cat. My master is the richest man in the world.
Well, he might be now. He weren't when he started off.
No.
Oh, it's finished.
He was just a little bit of a fibber when he started off, wasn't it? Oh, the cat was a fibber. Not so much Jamil.
No. Well, by proxy he was.
Yeah. Okay.
What was that? The garden pond.
I think so.
Yeah.
Looks like it.
That's the gardens of his palace now, because he's got big, massive gardens. Where's all the animals gone?
They've gone back to where they live.
There's some fishes, I think. Are they fishes?
Yeah.
That's all that's left now. The end.